Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly receives names of commissioner nominees and special advisor for screening and confirmation. Education identified as a key player in the freedom of a girl child. Plus, Nigerians express anger over hardship occasioned by fuel subsidy removal. Good morning and welcome to News at 10. I am Kelvin Samuel with details of the headline and other stories. And please note that this broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and of course our social media platforms in Facebook and YouTube. Do well to like our pages for regular updates. Now to the stories. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has received names of commissioners and special advisor nominees by the state governor Moeno for screening and confirmation. Assembly correspondent Zeka Okon reports that the Speaker Udemo Tong made the announcement at the Thursday plenary. They report.
I forward the unlisted names of nominees for appointment to the office of commissioners and special advisor for confirmation by the State House of Assembly. Names of the commissioners are.
The names of the nominees include Ukodom, Monduko, Idonsiletiebet, Nsikan Nkang, Emem Bob, Captain Niebong Ekong retired, Chief Basi Okon, Charles Odo, Oman Esin, and Ofyong Ofo. Others are Camillus Umo, Uno Etim Uno, Otu Ekong Raphael Basi, Elder Anefio Unkom, Professor Yenoibanga, Frank Achibong, Professor Augustine Mo, Inie Diakpan, Iniebong Ememebong, Imo Mofat, Eno Mbobo, Joseph Etim, General Koko Essien, retired, and one special advisor, Elder Amana Nkanga, most of whom featured in the last administration. Speaker Udemo Tong, after announcing the names, referred it to the House Committee on Judiciary and Justice for screening and confirmation.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Ayes have it. Therefore, refer the message of the governor to Committee on Judiciary, Justice and Human Rights.
The House was adjourned to reconvene on Tuesday, 25th July 2023. In Uyo Nsika Okon, NTA News.
Moving forward, education empowers the girl child to be free from poverty and equip them with the knowledge and skills to pursue their dreams. Federal Commissioner National Population Commission Benedict Okpong gave this insight during the 2023 World Population Day celebration organized by National Population Commission Akwa Ibom State. The report.
With about half of the entire population, women are highly regarded in the issue concerning population. Here is a choice for the 2023 World Population Day: gender equality, uplifting the voices of women and girls to unlock our world's infinite possibilities. This, according to the Federal Commissioner, National Population Commission, Benedict Okpong, is a conscious effort of the United Nations to draw global attention on the current population trend impacting on the entire world, to bring to the front burner the urgency as well as the necessity to address the challenges posed by sustained global population growth and demographic-related issues.
Education plays a pivotal role in achieving gender equality. We must ensure that every girl, regardless of her circumstances, has access to quality education. Education empowers girls to break free from the cycle of poverty, equips them with knowledge and skills to pursue their dreams, and strengthens their ability to participate fully in the society.
It's important that we pay more attention to things affecting that segment of the population. And it has been discovered that that segment of the population is almost half the total population in the country, in the state, and even in the world.
There was an interactive session where stakeholders bared their minds.
Today, I am so happy for this team, please. Our voice must be heard. We shouldn't be just trashed out. We shouldn't be tossed about. We want to make a change. We want to change the narrative. We want something good to happen, not just the paperwork every day.
The people are eagerly waiting for the conclusion of the 2023 National Population and Housing Census in order to have credible source of data for national planning and development. World Population Day is celebrated on July 11 every year. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA.
It might have been like a dream, but today it is more like a soul reality. For many optimistic Nigerians, the hike in the price of petrol following the subsidy removal is a phase that will bring the expected development. In the meantime, there are adjustments, and Okwekpeyon went to the streets of Uyo to find out the situation. The report.
Streets are literally empty. A void caused by less vehicular traffic. Commercial means of transportation seem to hold sway at the moment, probably due to the fact that money will be exchanged for businesses transacted and profits gained after all. This is the popular traffic light here in Uyo Metropolis, where the 2 lanes connect with the 4 lanes here in Uyo. Today, at this time, it's lesser vehicles plying the roads.
Some people do not travel. Some people do not go to work with them cars. They give cars for us.
I can manage for 1,000. I can take me somewhere. But there are a lot of people that their salary cannot, meet the family expectation or cannot feed the family. They need to adjust, and government should do something.
Many filling stations are virtually dispensing the product to few buyers, which tells a story of a few chasing petrol at this time. As it is, the people seem to resort to a rather new lifestyle, hoping for a change while preferring solutions.
If you have 10,000 and you use 5,000 to buy fuel, nobody will advise you don't go to places that are not necessary. And if you are paying commercial vehicle and you know that the price is up, nobody will advise you to stop going to things that are not necessary.
It's a complex thing, and we have to give government chance and have the belief that government is in a position to weigh all the options and take the decision that will be in the best interest of the common man, especially the road users.
Nigerians have to plan other strategies. People have to go into supporting businesses to maybe be able to cope with their lives. Government should grant loans, make environment of establishing business to be lucrative. For me, I believe that government should tackle agriculture.
With the words of comfort from the country's president of feeling the pains of Nigerians, improved standards of living are anticipated in the coming days. In Uyo, Okwekpeyon, NTA News.
Meanwhile, about 10 children between the ages of 3 and 13 are said to have lost their lives to a yet to be identified suspected respiratory tract infection which break out in Kavanchan, Jama local government area of Kaduna State. Chief Medical Director of Sir Patrick Ibrahim Yakowa Memorial Hospital, Dr. Isaac Nathaniel, confirmed the outbreak in Kavanchan. King Wood reports.
At the time of filing in this report, 10 suspected victims of the outbreak were receiving treatment at the isolation center of the Sir Patrick Ibrahim Yakowa Memorial Hospital, and specimens have been taken for laboratory investigations, while a team of medical experts are expected from Kaduna to identify the case and causes for appropriate treatment and related actions. The Chief Medical Director of the hospital, Dr. Isaac Nathaniel, confirmed the incident but appealed for calm as deliberate measures are urgently taken to curtail the spread of the unknown outbreak.
The usual presentation with most of the patients actually that are brought here they present with sore throat, fever, headache, difficulty in swallowing, and there's this challenge with breathing which they're having.
Chairman Jamaa Local Government Council Yunana Barde, who confirmed the number of deaths, called for urgent medical intervention for the victims admitted.
People are sampling at about 10. Now, when you talk of about 10, human beings, they are not about. You have to know the exact figure. For now, we are looking at within the region of 10.
The public are advised to report any strange symptoms within their communities to the hospital for medical attention, as the outbreak has forced many primary and secondary schools to shut down in Kafanchang pending the conclusion of medical investigations. Kim Godds, NTA News.
Still on health-related matters, in the wake of the recent confirmed case of anthrax in Suleja local government area of Niger State, experts have pointed that this is not the first case recorded in Nigeria, as they called on residents to be on alert to avoid an outbreak. Hakima Aliyu in this report enlightens us about the bacterial infection which poses health risks to both human and animals.
Anthrax is a rare but serious bacterial infection which manifests in animals such as cows, sheep, goats, and some other livestock. The bacteria, which can be transmitted to humans, was first discovered in 1823 and has since been in existence across the world, as explained by experts.
I've seen in the various media, both electronic and print, as well as social media, where what we're having now has been wrongly referred to as the first case of anthrax in Nigeria, because this is not the first. Right from when I was in school in the 80s, you know, maybe even before then, we have been having anthrax cases. As veterinarians, we have been dealing with anthrax in this country, controlling the disease.
The bacteria is covered in a spore-like form, and they are usually deposited in the grass, in the secretions, and transmission to man is basically when you consume the meat of an infected animal, or you get too close in contact with the fur, and basically there is also the respiratory form, where from the environment, due to the dryness of the environment, one could also inhale it, and then it will cause disease in the human.
The disease, which is vaccine preventable, is contracted through consumption or close contact with infected animals, which is mostly dictated when the animals are slaughtered.
These vaccines are available in the country, and animal health industry need to up the game, where all livestock must receive this vaccine in the coming days, weeks, and months. Government need to support this effort in making sure that we don't allow spread from animals to humans. We also need our colleagues who work in slaughter facility, that is in the abattoir, to be on their alert. Reasons being that these are things that comes up, and then you see an animal once being slaughtered, you know, they bleed from all the orifices, the nose, the eyes, the mouth, the ears, and even the anus. And once you see those signs, it is actually a suspected case of anthrax, and it must be probed. And lastly, it is for our mothers, for eaters of meat, to know where they go to get their meat.
Before the confirmation of anthrax in Niger State, the government had announced outbreak in some West African countries, which claimed lives of humans and livestock. Hence, experts advise all to avoid animals that die showing dark unclotted blood from body openings, and to report any of such cases to the nearest veterinary clinic. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
Away from health concerns, residents of Udoite and its environ have appealed to the Akwa Ibom state government to come to their aid by fixing the road to reduce their sufferings. Utibe Achibo, who visited the area, reports that the road is in deplorable state.
Udoite Road, which links the popular Igbai Road and other roads around the University of Uyo, is almost impassable as commuters and other road users find it difficult to navigate through the area, especially with the rains. Residents of the area, including business operators, say the road gets worse whenever it rains, making life difficult for them.
People cannot drive it well. Why? Because the road is very bad. The road that leads to Nelson Mandela School Road, Ebon Esien, Udoigong Street, the road is very bad. So we need government to come and make the road to be okay for us.
It's unfortunate that we are experiencing this here in Udoite, and at some point, as if the governments are just abandoning this particular road. Sometimes they will call people to come and renovate the road instead of them coming with like a good company that will be able to handle the road. They are just coming with some of our indigenous companies. Not that our indigenous companies, not that they are not good, but the problem is that some of them, they are after making their profits, not after perfection.
It's very, very bad. Why it is so is because government is not giving attention to sub-roads, especially those roads that link up to major roads. Their focus have always been major roads, and it has been very, very challenging for us that are commuters, tricycle drivers, to be able to apply those roads.
Students residing in the area also are the worst hit, as according to them, they have to miss lectures most times due to heavy downpour.
The road here is very bad, especially this raining season. You cannot walk in this kind of ground. When you put your leg, this dirty thing will soak. So if you're dressing to school or to work or anything, you cannot trek from here.
We really are appealing to the government to come and make sure they see to the condition of this road, they do something about it, and we'll be very, very glad if
the government come and fix the road for us. Most of the people sometimes they can even wake up by 5 o'clock and by 7 o'clock to go reach their office. Getting to should be 8 o'clock. Yeah, spend a lot of time based on the bad route.
They are appealing to state government and other relevant authorities for intervention to reduce their suffering. In Uyo, Utibe Achibo, NTA News.
To end the news this morning, another look at the major stories. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has received names of commissioner nominees and special advisor for screening and confirmation. Education has been identified as a key player in the freedom of the girl child. You also heard in the news that Nigerians have expressed anger over hardship occasioned by fuel subsidy removal. That will be all from the English segment of the news this morning. I remain Kevin Samuel, wishing you all the best.
Otomo bombera Akwa Ibom State ebo anyang bone bigise onte commissioner se mensang otum etang ebo ku phong wet adota kpanpo amama ku boko amen dito iban mono wo kirut nyen etang ebanga nsong ampo ame fuel subsidy removal abenedi Akwa Ibom mesero anyang medu wemedi mo Samson yaiko membok nyen sini nombu foku bagan senemi Ufokutu mo bombera Akwa Ibom State bonyang mbon ebegi mek ntemme commissioners yemme nsangutum ngodo dai wuru kara Akwa Ibom State pastor umoino akeno anyangado manaturu eri namdungo ibanga inyong ino yemme ado akwa tangi ko ufa utumu bombet udeme otong akenam no ediongomi nanga keni aga mbono mo anyongobo ke anyangado ado anyangawu erap me ina yaikum bokomi oyogo
Menga kamokara state ni no edu form state nyin bato konde na mo ka ne dido me commission ankoro asanga no kara item ado awo kereke ukudum mondoko idon sideti ebet nsikan kan emembob iniebong ekong Basi Okon Charles Udo Oman Esin ye Ofiong Ofo Mbon Fenedo Camelus Umo Uno Etim Uno Otu Ekong Raphael Basi Anefiok Nkom Professor Eno Ibanga Frank Achibong Professor Augustine Umo Inie Diakpan Inie Memebong Imo Mofat Eno Mbobo Joseph Etim Nkoro ufa wo ado nyedo nsido ufa ketum yinge no de mi akereke koko esien ye awedi onkente asanga de no kara item akereke elder amanam nkanga idara ta tanga koku form state nyin udemo tong ake anama ya ediongo menyinge akamukara ake no de mi anyema abo ke mi kapa anyin mbonomi ino committee edi onke mpoebanga ndaga eri koro mo inyung bi me mom bi me amo e borom bi me ide me mo anyama so kana mi adi on ke eye mana ebogo ke Tuesday usenafion edip mission ke fion itiaba esoko economy nsika okon okombuk NTA
kenanga mbono wo kirut nyen egekere ema bo kenanga esio fuel subsidy kedombo abigi ben uforo idi ado kem medagami mbok bongo Yakikop sembono buo kan kokuyo eketanga banga mensong po ame fuel subsidy removal abennedi.
Owa fak kisong uyo abonu pok akene na ngaro mboisang iwaka kusong saibo kesebe na kok eyema kok. Etanga tangmi mentanga ibara woke ekat nangerok mitiu nyamaran wate kutu filling station ere mporo ami akere nanguram mo song ketre bono we maisi ongu ye bang setanga mi ado idoro nyena ba kempo ya fon pong siarogo akama ukara nyen Nigeria atanga bo kempo subsidy etangi bangami kimo million ibo ke yip bono wo kirem enye diando bo yak enye itogime akne sopuro kombok NTA
mbono wo kefa kura ite ye kan kokoro esnu ye kurukara ebo yagerisum onwam inom mimo ke didiong usongado manatoro inwam mimo kendo bege mimo panakpan kini ukwair memi ya komboko mi yogo
te a esanga ke ewo usongi pa nkoro mentionsio usongfen edaga ediana ekambu fongwen tefyo uyu mbona mjagedi ngoke awi ikanisanga akmanakban yenanga edmedi neke adibidagami bono wesidongoro nkorom yusinanga mbubege ebu kesere edme madi usongoro nini kediok mewi kanakan isangi foro to fong wesidongoke efaga donko ebu ke aneke diogi mimo kansia dangere medi debe mi iyaka mimo si kane ka fongwe akmanakban ni edme neke ke adibebo so usongoro isidogoro sisangi foro mutonko iwati foro ammo ami esinu yo ebe ngukara ngoro fre fat mbio si new work ebo yaga esinu work ena musongoro ba atoro amana nwam mimo miku yo utebe achibon akombok NTA
akwaibom yaga siyo gede mikbongwan ugoro yendo suara yaga diano bokke di baba kwaibom set ma atoro idi dia ufon iniso nitoika ntembok nyan kubakan sene metrero yang medu wemedi mo Samson eso songo kan pangotong tutun nubreyo